I want to introduce you now a very special one. So I'm very proud of this one at our Chef Lab series meat, which is actually the French chaland duck. So let me tell you about this chaland duck because I'm very pumped. Why? Because for me this is the Rolls Royce of the duck. So you know, Chinese, we have amazing recipe with Peking duck, and your duck is totally different than the French duck. And I can tell you that for me, that's the best French duck you can find. And for me, in terms of moisture, crispiness, it's just really, really a unique duck. So it's definitely not cheap because, of course, it's going with the fact that it's a very rare one. As you can see here, we have the beautiful, it's called blood duck, and that's the breast actually. And we have this available in Hong Kong, so it's very special. Why? Because you know it's not an easy sourcing. Of course, I really like it because it's tender, a lot of flavors. And actually, La Tour d'Argent in Paris, which is a century restaurant popular, doing his duck blood with this actually duck. So just to tell you how popular is it in France.
Old Chef 咧嘅慢煮血鴨胸啊，咁Chef 咧就話咧喺佢心目中咧呢一種嘅叫做 Challandias 嘅血鴨咧，就係佢心目中嘅鴨之中嘅勞斯萊斯。咁中國人咧都有好多種做鴨嘅方法嘅，譬如北京填鴨啊，或者係香港嘅燒鴨啊咁樣，咁都係好出色啦。咁但係咧喺佢心目中咧，佢都係始終中意翻法國嘅呢一種嘅血鴨胸啦。咁個價錢咧就都好貴咧，由於係佢好珍貴嘅，咁比較少地方咧係會用到呢一個級數嘅食材。咁喺法國嘅時候，即係法國嘅好多嘅米芝蓮嘅餐廳啊，好頂級嘅餐廳咧，都會係用呢一個血鴨咧嚟做佢嘅 signature dish。咁可以見到咧就係非常之 popular 嘅，尤其是喺法國人佢哋食鴨嗰種文化裏面，食到呢一個級數嘅鴨咧，佢覺得係好自豪啊，可以將佢帶嚟香港。
So let me show you how to reheat this beautiful Challand duck breast. So actually I didn't tell you as well, actually we can even talk about where Challand is the area where we get this duck. And actually the supplier is called Madame Burgot, which is like she's a star about duck because everyone knows the duck of Madame Burgot. It's come from Challand. And as well, I will go back to the classic, which is you buy it from our Chef Lab, you get it freezed version. I suggest you definitely to put for 40 minutes in a bath of 50 degrees for this beautiful Challand duck. If you have it out of the freezer the day before, I suggest you about 20-25 minutes. As you can see, you have a lot of marination, which is actually the blood of the duck, and that's why we call it blood duck, because it's very juicy. So for this one, no marination, out of salt, pepper, and we're keeping the unique flavors. Also the trick is we will not put any fat inside the pan. Why? Because normally a good duck actually cooks in his own fat and only on one side. So you can see here, this is the breast side and this is the fat side with the skin. So actually, I'm just gonna put very simply the duck in the pan and I'm gonna just listen the noise of crispiness getting step by step from this beautiful duck.
翻熱呢一個血鴨咧，就係如果你直接喺雪櫃度出嚟咧，就喺50度嗰度翻熱40分鐘啦。咁但係如果你解咗凍咧，就20至25分鐘咧就 OK 㗎啦。咁翻熱呢一個血鴨咧，記住咧係唔需要落任何油嘅，因為喺佢哋嘅煮法裏面咧，我哋就用一個小至中火啦。然之後咧，你係靠住聽聲咧去聽呢一個肉咧煮嘅時候咧，佢嗰啲油咧係會自己喺個鴨嗰度走出嚟嘅。大家見到喺我哋個袋裏邊咧，好似啲紅色嘅喎，好似有啲醃料咁喎。咁 Chef 咧就話俾大家聽，係完全係冇用任何嘅醃料嘅，因為本身咧呢個血鴨裏邊咧就已經係非常之 juicy。你見到嗰啲紅色咧，就係當我哋慢煮佢嘅時候咧，喺個鴨嘅本身嗰度走出嚟嘅。咁而呢一個血鴨嘅味道咧，其實即係都真係非常之特別。咁而家嘅 Chef 咧就有兩邊嘅啦，咁就煮翻熱呢個血鴨咧，就係只係需要翻熱一邊喎。佢話一邊咧就係個 fat 嚟嘅，另外一邊咧就係肉嚟嘅。咁佢咧就將個 Is it the skin of the duck?
Yeah. So for example, as you can see here, I put no fats, but the fats start to appear. actually, there's a very good trick I can give you from our Chef Lab, which is if you cook this duck or you have an extra fat of duck fat that you can buy in the supermarket, basically you can add actually 1 spoon of duck fat to make the skin very crispy. And you can add some potato, because actually in southwest of France, where actually they love to eat duck with like potato cooked in the fat. So this will be, of course, another recipe that we will show you, but it's just a trick. So let me show you here. You see, that's the meat that we don't want to dry too much. And then on this side, you see, the skin start to get already, you hear the noise, crispy. So in France, we call this a magret de canard, which means it's the breast with the skin. And basically we only cook on one side, which is the fat side, because what we want is of course getting the skin the most crispy as possible, and we want this side to be the most moist possible.
Chef 咧就話嗱，隻鴨攞咗出嚟咧，你會見到有一邊有皮嘅，咁個皮咧亦都係佢嘅鴨嘅油嘅來源啊，所以佢頭先就話將即係淨係煮一邊嘅啫，就係擺嗰個 fat 嗰個邊啊，即係亦都係皮嗰邊啊，就將佢擺落去個 pan 嗰度煮啦。咁佢一路咧都係用一個中細火嘅，你會見到咧嗰啲油走出嚟咧係完全係由嗰個鴨皮嗰度走出嚟嘅。咁啊 chef 咧就話呢一個係佢哋嘅煮法咧，就淨係煮一邊，咁令到佢咧就係去到好香脆嘅。
So you can see here, it doesn't burn. Why? Because very important, our Chef Lab trick. Don't put the pan too hot, otherwise you're gonna burn the skin first. It's gonna become black, and of course you're not gonna achieve this crispiness that you can hear here. So you see, I have a very smooth fire. I didn't put any oil, but you see the fat from the duck come by itself. And you just have, take your time, no worry, just leave it, crispiness, you know. In France we say let's the duck sing by himself, by the noise of the crispiness, and this is how I really love to eat the duck.
哇！法國人真係零舍浪漫㗎。嗱，頭先咧 chef 咧就提我哋話佢記住係用好細嘅火去煎啫，慢慢等啲油咧走出嚟。咁而你會聽到嗰啲油走出嚟咧，咁佢哋嘅講法咧就係話由得隻鴨自己唱歌，咁你就會聽到嗰個肉嗰個慢慢煮熟嗰個過程啦。
So now, just 1 second of this side. The skin you see is beautiful. Up, and then we're gonna cut the duck directly on the cutting board. 完全唔需要落油，另外一邊只係煮1秒鐘，咁就可以上碟。So little twist, this one I will put actually the salt before, because you can see here the beautiful crispiness, a bit salt pepper here.
擺喺有皮嗰邊，鹽同埋胡椒粉。
So another trick from our Chef Lab, which is, okay, the duck, there's 2 ways to cut the duck. You can cut it like this. If you want to make more slices, if you have more friends, but the normal way of cutting the duck will be this way. So for you today, I will cut it, I will say in the casual way. You see the crispiness, you can hear. You see, beautiful.
我哋有唔同嘅切法啦，如果切多啲片咧，就當然係可以咁樣橫切啦，將塊肉打橫，然之後切啦。咁呢個就係 casual 嘅方法。但係其實 chef 咧話咧，佢哋傳統嘅方法咧係將個係打直啊，打直切嘅。
Look at this. You can hear the crispiness of the duck. Here, tac tac tac. Look at that.
血鴨咧就係法國人非常之重視嘅一個 signature dish， 係啦。
Okay, so I recommend, I like the duck very simply like this, but still, actually, as you know, duck, it's very popular with fruit. So one big recipe in France is duck canard à l'orange, which is duck with orange, which is very, very popular in France. But I think we can also add the Chef Lab apple jam and jam sauce here with the apple, and actually it matches pretty well because fruits go always well in it's different season. Of course, we are now in the season of the apple, and that's why we like to have this apple jam, which you just take a small piece and then with the jam together, it's very delicious. Very simple, beautiful cooking, crispy skin, amazing.
正如咧 chef 講咧，我哋呢一個血鴨咧係完全冇調味嘅。咁血鴨本身咧就係一種有啲甜味嘅喎，即係嗰個肉啦，同埋嗰個汁咧出到嚟咧都係好甜嘅。咁喺法國咧就鴨咧就係成日都配襯同生果味有關嘅 sauce 嘅。咁喺法國就最興就係用橙㗎啦。咁不過 chef 咧就 做咗呢一個蘋果醬出嚟，係我哋用新鮮蘋果、青蘋果做嘅。咁佢覺得咧呢個都係佢一個少少嘅 creation 咧，就係好特別、好有特色，同埋咧都係非常之襯嘅。